MrBeast might just become the first billionaire YouTuber, and he fully deserves it. He's raising money for the MrBeast brand at a $1.5 billion valuation, and that might be pretty cheap getting in on MrBeast brand, as he has a whole Feastables company that does 10 million plus in sales. MrBeast Burger does 100 million plus in revenue, so he actually has these businesses built up that do millions and millions of dollars in revenue, plus his own social medias that he has, which only on YouTube is 200 million plus subscribers across tons of channels. We can see MrBeast right here, YouTube's richest creator. MrBeast is seeking a $1.5 billion valuation, what could be a massive milestone for influencer-led business, absolutely pushing the entire space forward. This MrBeast brand, if it's $1 billion, you start seeing more people spring up and more YouTubers might get this billionaire status. But it might be very difficult for them because MrBeast really does have a completely unique look on YouTube and how he does it, as he's the first YouTuber who translated his own videos in different languages for different channels to grab that audience and grow his brand that way. And other YouTubers have thought about doing it, but it took so much work that they just said forget about it. MrBeast took the work on, and it's paying dividends for him. You can see right here, MrBeast is the 5th most subscribed creator on the video platform with a subscriber count of 107 million, and Forbes estimates that Donaldson earns $54 million per year from his content alone. So this has to be talking about just his main channel, MrBeast, because 107 million, his main channel is at 108 right now, so they got to just be talking about that. So I'd imagine this figure too, 54 million, would be only for that channel as well. So he probably makes quite a bit more than that off of, just his YouTube channels that he's running, not even the businesses that he has. And we can see if we go to his channel, you can see 108 million subscribers there on his main channel. But if we scroll down, you can see these different channels he has linked. And these are only some of his channels because these aren't even the translated ones where he translates his videos into other languages. This is just his other main channels like Beast Philanthropy, MrBeast Gaming, Beast Reacts, MrBeast 2, and MrBeast Shorts. And across all of these, you can see Philanthropy has 10 million, MrBeast Gaming has 29 million, Beast Reacts has almost 20 million, MrBeast Shorts has 16 million, and MrBeast 2 has 7.5 million. So between all of these in his main channel, he has 191 million subscribers. And again, doesn't count his translated videos, so he's easily over 200 million subscribers across all of his YouTube channels. And for Forbes saying that he's making about $54 million a year off content alone, I'd assume they're talking about only AdSense. Maybe they're trying to estimate, his AdSense plus sponsorship deals and stuff, but this is only an estimate. The only person who knows how much money MrBeast makes is MrBeast. All of these people that have, guests on this are just guests. They're just doing, like we can look at Social Blade. They're just taking this monthly viewership here. And I'll show you exactly what they're doing. It's like right here, they just take this monthly viewership of 400 million, so 456 million views divided by 1,000 because the CPM is per 1,000 views, and then give him an average CPM of like $3.50. That's $1.6 million for the month, and for the year, about $19 million on just his main channel alone. And I'd assume it's probably a pretty good guess that MrBeast has a better than average CPM, so he's probably making more than this, maybe has a 5 CPM, and that would obviously scale his money up. And he is a YouTube golden child, so it wouldn't surprise me if MrBeast has a very favorable CPM for him. He's family friendly, he's the face of YouTube, he does it all, he's positive all the time, he's probably getting paid quite a bit of money. You can see here too his other ventures, his other businesses he has. Feastables reportedly made over $10 million in just a few months. His burger chain, MrBeast Burger, has shared over $100 million in revenue with restaurants across America because it's ghost kitchen setups. So just between these Feastables, you say, 10 million in a few months, give it 50 million in revenue for the first year, 100 million in revenue for Beast Burger. That's 150 million dollars in just those two companies, plus 54 million that Forbes estimates for his content. That's 200 million dollars that they're making a year in just revenue. So you can see how it starts to really compound. And MrBeast is making quite a bit of money and paying a 4x about, if you say he's a $250 million that he's making per year, then a 4x for an investment seems pretty reasonable when MrBeast's trajectory is going like this and it's just skyrocketing up. And you can see he wants to raise $150 million in funding for his YouTube channel and various other businesses. So interesting to see what he does with that money and what he has planned for. I'm sure he has massive plans for it. He wouldn't just raise money because he wants money. So whatever he's got planned, I'm here for it. MrBeast is always doing crazy stuff, so I'm sure there's an insane plan for this $150 million he's gonna get, and he's only selling 10% of his whole brand. I'm assuming it would be for the whole brand, for like the entire MrBeast brand, including all of his YouTube channels and his businesses, Feastables and MrBeast Burger. It's for all of that, not just his YouTube channels, probably for all that. And we already know that he got a $1 billion offer for all of that already and turned that down. So he's got big plans. I'm sure MrBeast, he is the YouTuber and the type of person to make all this explode. And this 1.5 billion will look dirt cheap in 5-10 years when his company's worth 15 billion or 20 billion, 50 billion. I'm sure MrBeast can figure out a way to get there. You can see MrBeast would be the first creator of his kind to reach such a valuation, although not the first YouTube creator to attract investors. The company that owns YouTube's kids channel, Cocomelon, Moonbug Entertainment, was acquired for $3 billion by Candle Media in 2021. So not quite the same. It's like a company. It's kind of like PewDiePie is still the biggest individual YouTuber, even though T-Series passed him in subscriber count. They're a company. They're not really the same level. They're operating as like a corporation. They have a much different operating like kind of thing than PewDiePie does, and MrBeast might pass PewDiePie soon, so he'll still be the #1 individual YouTuber, and an individual YouTuber to raise over $1 billion valuation. It's going to be insane. So MrBeast might be the first billionaire YouTuber, individual YouTuber at least, and no other better person than MrBeast. Obviously, he's the face of YouTube. He's been the face for a while now. He's just had insane videos, hundreds of millions of views a month, and making obviously tens of millions to hundreds of millions of dollars with all of his businesses. If there was anyone to do it, it'd be MrBeast. And this 1.5 billion is probably going to be super cheap for the MrBeast brand, looking back on this deal saying, wow, MrBeast sold part of his company and brand for $1.5 billion, and now he's worth 10 billion, 20 billion. I could see that happening as long as he just stays on the trajectory he's already on. He's going to get there a few years down the line. So MrBeast definitely already, if he gets this money, will become YouTube's first billionaire. Technically, it'll be a $1 billion brand for this individual YouTuber, and that's massive. That's gonna do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. We're to 1,000 subscribers, and see you guys in my next video.